I'm Max Strasser from Strasser Earthmoving. We're a Darling Downs based earthmoving business and doing dozer and scraper work. I specialise in rural earthworks, so drainage works with contour banks, waterways and that type of thing, but also dozer work including quarrying and gravel pits, clearing, stick raking, lantana and woody weed control, and house and shed pads. Anything related to rural earthworks, basically. This particular project here involves all the drainage works. All the contour banks and waterways are badly silted up, and a lot of the banks have washed over. So we're restoring all of those to their previous state and filling in the washouts in the paddocks so that the paddocks can be worked better. The waterways were badly eroded and silted up in various places and washing into the paddock, so we're filling all the paddocks beside them and then restoring the waterways to the correct gradient using the GPS system in the K-Tec. So I've had a background with scrapers, using all Caterpillar scrapers in the past. This project was extremely wet. There was around 80 mils here in a couple of weeks leading up to the start of this job, and there was also 30 mils while the job was ongoing in the last 2 weeks. So the site was extremely wet when I first started. It was very slippery and very soft. The Steiger has worked really well in that respect because it floats over the wet ground a lot better. It doesn't sink in up to the diffs like a Caterpillar scraper was. So I've only had one bog and it was easy to get out of. It just meant that I could start this job probably an easy 2 weeks ahead of when I could have in a cat scraper. The fuel use has been really good too. The Steiger is much better on fuel than a cat scraper is, and it's also a lot quieter and more comfortable for an operator position. And as an older operator, comfort is a really big issue for me now, and I'm not going back to cat scrapers anymore. So far in this waterway behind me, we've probably moved around 15,000 cubes out of there over the last couple of weeks. And it's been a bit slow because we've been filling washouts and levelling paddocks as we go. But that's just one section of it that's probably half a K long. We've got another probably K and a half of waterways or 2 Ks of waterways to do. So there's probably another 50,000 cubes there to shift. And then there's probably a similar amount in contour banks in the paddocks to do as well. And I mean, this is a brand new tractor, so that's great. Everything works well, it's reliable, which is wonderful. But the programmable controls are very easy to use, and I just programmed the joystick buttons to suit the way I wanted them on the scraper controls, and so that was really easy. And then that way it's a matter of you can keep your hand on the joystick all the time and just use the buttons you want. It's certainly been interesting. I'm working beside a reasonably busy rural road here, but the Steiger's definitely attracted quite a bit of attention, and I've had 3 people stop in wanting work done in the area, which has been really good. And they've certainly commented that they were really surprised at how well the Steiger and the K-Tec are handling the wet conditions. All of them have said that they were amazed that I was able to work in the conditions I could. So the Steiger's fuel use has been really good on this project. Early on, when it was very wet, we were probably averaging around 54 litres an hour or something like that. It was really tough going. It was using 100% power just travelling because it was so soft. But now that things are drying out, fuel use has backed off to probably 45 litres an hour. So we're probably averaging around the 50 odd. And that's great, you know, for a machine that's shifting, 21, 22 metres every pass. That's really good fuel use. I'm used to, with a 637 Cat, using 1,000 plus litres a day, and on this job I'm using, in a 9-hour day, 9 machine hours, we're probably using about 480, something like that. So it's a massive improvement in fuel use and just the ability to get around the job more efficiently. These days with drainage works particularly, GPS is really the only system to use. I used to use laser, but it's just too slow and too inaccurate. GPS allows you a really easy setup over a big area like with the base station I've got, you've got a range of about 4 kilometres from the base station, so you can work a very big project off one setup. It just means that for drainage works like this, it's very simple to just put a benchmark in at the top and bottom of a drain, make a plane and just work off that. Very easy to get all your grades, very easy to figure out how much cut and fill you've got with the Trimble system. And then when you've got it close to grade, you can just hit the auto button and trim it up automatically. It really reduces the workload, and it means that your finished product is perfect every time. There's no issue with holding water. Everything will run, and you can just put in that nice consistent grade at the percentage you want, so that your water's running at the right speed. It's not too fast, it's not too slow, it's just right. And it means that on a job like this, you're going to get a lot more years before you have to rework things. I mean, everything silts up over time, but if the water's running right first time, you just don't need the rework, and you don't get the wet spots in your paddock and all that type of rubbish that slows you down when you're trying to, farm your land like you should be.